Good morning. It is week 7. Week 7. I can't even wrap my brain around that. Of the Goofy's Race and a Half Challenge training program for me. Some of you guys, I think, are moving into maybe week 8 if you started early with the Dopey Challenge training, or you're coming into some of those fall races. But it is a beautiful morning here in New York City, and I am heading down to my local juice shop to grab my favorite juice, which is called the Deli Defender, loaded with vitamin C. I can feel my body needs it, so I'm gonna go get it, and I shall take you with me. Peace. Hello you guys, it is Tuesday, 7 o'clock on August 8th, and I am getting ready to head out for my 45-minute training run. And I am so excited because I realized that the Let's Run Disney podcast, I forgot that they have another one coming out for the month of July. They're one of my favorite podcasts to listen to. If you haven't listened to them, absolutely give them a listen to. But they're featuring RezRuns, one of my favorite YouTubers. So I'm super stoked. So let's get started, shall we? All finished, 45 minutes, about 4 miles, and I just have to give a shout out to Gerald. That was an awesome interview. I still have a few more minutes of it left, but I wanted to hop on here as I'm walking home and just say it was awesome. And if you haven't listened to the Let's Run Disney podcast, you guys definitely should, because they are amazing just as a podcast. But that interview was awesome. And I am also a fan and would say that Spaceship Earth is my favorite ride at Walt Disney World. So this was a great day of running. The weather was insanely amazing. And now I'm going home to have some dinner. So I will see you guys later. Peace. It is 5:50 on August 11th. Happy birthday! This is my running wife, Annie, my lover, my best friend. If I wasn't married to my husband, I'd be married to her, and vice versa with her husband. We're about to hit some track work. I changed my 45-minute run from yesterday to today because it's my birthday run, and we're gonna throw in some drills and all kinds of crazy things that I normally never do. So, and we're gonna be belting Disney songs at the top of our lungs. And we already belted Aladdin, so yep. I don't know what's next, but we shall see. All right, peace.
Fail at opening a box.
We have made it back from our track workout, and it was awesome. And we were singing Lion King at the top of our lungs, and Zootopia, and Aladdin and Moana. And now, because it's my birthday, I have to have some kind of special sweet treat. We went to Martha's Bakery.
The one and only, well, clearly not the one and only.
And got, there's still a piece of tape.
Dang it. Hold, please.
A Napoleon and a Nutella cheesecake, because duh, New Yorkers. And also, I'm really proud of us because we did the drill work. I think the drill work helped.
Yeah, and it was super fun. It was fun because we did it together.
Yes, and then we ran the last mile of the training, and we were busting out at 8:13 in that mile pace. So super awesome day. I will see you guys this weekend for our long run. Peace. Hi guys, it is Sunday, August 13th. I'm getting ready for my final run for week 7 of the Goofy Race and a Half Challenge. I did it on Sunday because I did my run on Friday, and I don't have my running watch with me or my road ID because I left it over at Annie's house. And so I'm going to see if how am I gonna run without it? I'm so used to it, I don't even know. Oh, thank goodness for Runkeeper. And I've got my Galloway interval vibrator beeper thing. But it's interesting because I feel very, very naked in this moment. Exciting news, this week my parents' birthday gift will be arriving, which is, speaking of running watches, a new Garmin 235. So it's their big gift to me because they are so proud that I am on this journey to these marathons that I'm doing, and that I've done so many races in the past. I put my mind to it and I did it, and they're very proud. So they are upping my running watch game with the Garmin 235. So if you have the 235, please let me know, what are your favorite features? What should I know? Is there anything that you loved or hated about it? I've read only the best reviews on it, so I'm very excited to get this running watch and have a heart rate monitor. So let's get started. I'm going to start with some drills, which I did with Annie at the track, and I find to be extremely beneficial. Why do I find them to be extremely beneficial? Because they get my heart rate up, they get my muscles warmed up, and it's that dynamic kind of movement and stretching. So I'm going to do a couple drills. I'm going to do the grapevine, I'm going to do the knee highs, some butt kicks, and maybe a couple more just to get my body moving and grooving this morning, because it is still quite early here in New York City. My husband is still asleep. Probably will be when I get back, so let's get this done. All right. I've got a 1.5 miles left, and I just wanted to pop on here just to say that this past week has been such a great week with turning 35 and just the support of my friends and family and just having a good time and getting better about being flexible within this training plan, because it used to be that I had and wanted to run exactly on the days that were set out. I get really in my brain about that. And you know what? You know, move around a bit, and what are you gonna do? Just kind of go with the flow. I'm just happy I'm getting all the miles in that are on my training plan on that particular training week. And that, to me, right now is what's important. One thing I'm trying to figure out is so I'm gonna flip-flop the week. Ooh, that's the run. I'll see you in a second. And walk break. So what I was saying before is I'm working out. So my Birmingham Half Marathon is September 8th and 9th. 9th being the actual race day in Birmingham, Pennsylvania, which is going to be so beautiful. The plan right now is figuring out, I'm gonna flip-flop those 2 weeks because it just makes sense. But then do I just kind of let that go and just get right back on track where it is, or do I try to play around with some of the mileage on the long runs? But the more podcasts and I'm listening to and runners that I'm listening to who are going through the Double Dare challenge or Pixar challenge out in Disneyland, you know, obviously that's dropped down in the middle of their dopey training, and they're just kind of going to go with the flow, do that race, get back on track with their dopey as they come back. So I believe I'm going to take a cue from them and just keep on trucking when I'm back from Birmingham. So let's finish out this 3-mile run, shall we? Peace. And that is a wrap on week 7 of the Goofy Race and a Half Challenge. And now we're gonna get our avocado toast on, and next week, who knows what it holds, but it is week 8. We are trucking right along. So if you like this video, hit that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, and leave me a comment or a question, and I will get back to you guys. So I'll see you next week for week 8 of my training. Peace.